A day back, everybody celebrated Eid, but being a Hindu family, we do not celebrate. But I was so inspired to make a biryani. Now I've already covered chicken biryani, so I thought of making something in vegetarian. Of course, veg biryani is not a biryani, it is a pulao. So here is my cheesy dum biryani. It has pieces of cheese melted in the center with some spices of biryani. This is your Bakasur Mama Ritika and I welcome you all to my channel. So let's begin this recipe. For every biryani we need the perfect rice. For this, keep a pot with a lot of water on high heat. I have taken some spices here, a stick of cinnamon, few cloves, 3 cardamoms and few bay leaves. Add these spices to the boiling water. These spices are going to give our rice a beautiful aroma. Add some salt to taste for the rice. I have added 1 whole tablespoon of salt. I have taken 2 cups of basmati rice, which I am going to add this to the boiling water. I had washed and drained the rice. Soak that rice in 1 hour in some clear water and then add to the boiling water to cook. Stir in occasionally or else the rice might sit at the bottom. Soaked rice literally takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook, so keep an eye and do not let it overcook. To check if your rice is perfectly cooked, take a strand of a rice in between your 2 fingers and it should cut into 2 pieces. It should not be smashed. If it's smashed, it's overcooked. Once your rice is cooked, drain off the excess water and leave it to cool down. Keep your rice to cool down in an airy place and run a fork in between to make sure the rice does not stick to each other. Next, let's make the cheesy biryani masala. For this, I've taken 2 tablespoons of ghee into a pot and added sliced onion. You can totally skip this process and use store-bought barista or make barista at home. Add some salt to the frying onions. This will help them release some water and they will cook fast. We want our onions to be cooked very well, become transparent and become golden brown. We want our onions just the way we have for a regular biryani. Once you see your onions are fried and they have turned a slightly brown in color, add in the tomatoes. I have used 3 large tomatoes which are widely chopped. Cook the tomatoes on high flame till they are really soft. Once you see your tomatoes have softened and have started to release some water, it's time to add in the biryani masalas. For the masalas, I'm going to start with a teaspoon of haldi, a tablespoon of tikha lal, and then 2 tablespoons of Shahi biryani masala. I have kept the masalas very simple as this is the Degi style of biryani. Fry your masalas very well on a low-medium flame till they release the oil. Here I am using the store-bought biryani masala, but if you wish to learn how to make the dum biryani masala, then do watch my chicken dum biryani recipe. Next, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste to this mixture. And I am also going to add 1 whole tablespoon of crushed garlic to this mixture. Saute the ginger garlic paste and the garlic till the raw smell goes away. Next, I have taken 2 large capsicums and chopped them in square pieces in large sizes. Add them and cook them for about 5 minutes. We don't want them fully cooked as they will continue to cook when we put the biryani to dum. You can also put a lid on, cover it and leave it to cook for 5 to 10 minutes. Once your capsicum and masala is well done, remove it from the heat and set it aside. Now we're going to layer our biryani. I'm using the same pot which I made masala in as there's lot of leftovers. For layering, I'm going to add about a 1 tablespoon of ghee to the base so that when we add the rice, it does not get stick to the bottom. Add a layer of your rice which you had cooked previously, including the masalas in it. Spread the rice evenly at the base and make sure your flame is on the extreme low. Once you have set a bed of rice on the base, let's get to the second level. For the second level, add in the entire masala that we made with the capsicums. Pour the entire masala at once or do it spatula by spatula. It's on your choice, but make sure it's spread evenly. Once you have a bed of masala ready as the second layer, let's move on to the star of the show, our cheese. I have taken these cheese triangles which melt easily. You can also use cheese slice or cube of cheese, whichever cheese you have with you. I'm going to layer a wealthy portion of cheese on top of the masala that we made with capsicums. Do not be stingy with cheese. Use a good amount of cheese as this is the cheese dum biryani. You can also use block cheese directly, or you can even grate the block cheese and spread the grated layer as one layer of the cheese. I have my cheese in place, so I'm going to add my next layer of rice. Layer the remaining portion of the rice on top of the cheese layer. Spread your rice evenly on the top. Now, as this biryani was supposed to be eaten by my kids as well, so I had reduced the heat and the spices. If you wish to add more spice, you can add some chilies on the top, which are chopped. You can reduce or increase the quantity of the green chilies according to your taste. Add a layer of green coriander chopped finely. Now this is a cheese biryani, so to make it more cheesy, add one whole layer of cheese, which is either grated block cheese, or you could even simply add cheese slices on top. The top layer of the cheese and the center layer of the cheese are going to melt when we put our biryani to dum. To give dum to this biryani, I'm going to place a kitchen towel on top. Place the lid on top of the kitchen towel and seal it tightly. Now make sure you lift your ends of the kitchen towel or else they will be set on fire. Place your biryani on dum for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you're using the heavy bottom pan, or you can use a tawa below it. After 15 minutes on a low flame of dum, you will see the steam has released and the top layer of the cheese has been melted. And so will the second layer of the cheese. I have served my biryani in a cute little earthen pot. Look at the colors of the biryani. We have the perfect colors without adding any other food colors. You will see chunks of cheese that has been melted and served with a bowl of rice. This is a perfect biryani which your kids and your family is surely going to love. Place a chili which is filled with cheese on top, garnish with a papad next to it, and serve it hot. If you have liked my innovative style of biryani, then do hit the like button and share this recipe with your friends. And I'll see you soon with another innovative recipe.